All right, everyone. Hello, welcome. So, I got war sales because I could, and then it has been fighting me. I'm not even joking. Literally this entire time. So obviously the way it works is technically because war sales is now in. It does not like the save is gone now, and that's fine. We really weren't anywhere in particular that we can't get back. Fairly quickly. My only problem is for some really bizarre reason. Okay, and I cannot explain why it has turned off all my sound on my game. So I actually have to go figure out where is this documents, Bannerlord, configs. Is it engine config? Yes. Let's take a look. Frame rate, cheat mode. Who cares? Disable sound is correct. If I change this to 1, hit save, boot up the game. Oh, I know it's the back screen. I'm trying to fix the game. Okay. So now yeah, Dan, the sound is broken. Oh, it's fine. Back in. Change this back to 0. Save, boot up the game again. It's been one of those days. There we go. Now, why is okay? I was like, why is the screen not taking it? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're golden. How did you know? One day we will find Susan Williams. Achievements are disabled in Sandbox. Is there any like achievements that I care about? Honestly, the answer is basically no. Realistically speaking, Rose and Window Policy, Symbol the Dragon Banner, obtain the first fief. I will say the music in this game is pretty decent, and I've never heard the actual War Sales DLC. I'm wondering, Dan, should I play Sandbox or the campaign? What do you think? Dan, you're the Bannerlord expert. I have like 20 hours in this game, I think. But I have a lot more. Sorry, I lied. Apparently I have almost 60. That's it. Whereas the other Mountain Blade games, let me take a quick look. Mountain Blade, the original, I have just over about an hour and a half, but it's not very good. Hello. Mountain Blade Warband, I have almost 300 hours-ish. And then with Fire and Sword is almost 70 hours. And yeah, Bannerlord is almost 60. So I've got a decent amount of time in the game. Plus, God knows how many trillions of hours watching different people play. Especially like Reformist TM comes to mind. We'll do this because it's technically kind of like a tutorial for this thing, but we'll skip the actual like tutorial area if there is one. Wouldn't know for sure.
For 500 years,
the I don't want to listen to this woman anymore. Oh, now we have Nords. What is their thing? More loot from villagers and caravans. Commanded by no lose more. Army cohesion is like the really, really big armies, right? I mean, to be fair, that doesn't really matter too much to me. I could go Sturgeon. I think for the... We'll go with Nord. Now. Fire! I was told if you make him taller, it's just better. And then these don't really matter. Make him smaller, it doesn't do anything. It makes my hitbox a little smaller. Because making him taller does increase my hitbox, but I can kick from further away. I still want to go with the same kind of thing where I go two-handed and throwing. I was told stewardship is that, like, steward is really good to have, unironically. I guess this, because it gets us throwing. These are all kind of actually trash. Unironically, these are not very good starts. Can I go back and make myself a Sturgeon, perhaps? Oh yeah, these are significantly better. I mean, it just gives me an extra foot up early on, realistically speaking. What do these do? Now, some people would say this is boatswain. I would agree with you, but allegedly it's supposed to be bosun. Okay. I don't know why. Two-handed. Two-handed is good. Brawn. Athletics is great. Go with this one. Rid of the sheep. Tactics is technically fine. Look at the market. That stuff's okay. A deckhand on a fishing boat. I'll go with herded sheep for throwing in athletics. Train the guard. Garrison. Go with scouts. Train with infantry. Skirmishers. Cat followers. I feel like this one's fine. A little bit of roguery is not too bad. Battle. I'm gonna go with treated people well. The charm is whatever, but the steward is really good. Actually pretty good for early on. Okay. Fast horse, trick the raiders. Patience. I need to give him a name. Chud. Chud of House Bingus. That we'll put on regular, realistic. Yeah, I know, right? Realistic. Normal. This is fine by me. Okay. Boom. How's it going?
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think this looks like an old training field for the legions. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
All right then. One other thing, brother. We want people to take us serious.
And then Bingus. So we are Chud of House Bingus. We'll do the same thing we did previously. Actually, this looks pretty decent, but I am a, and always will be, a massive fan of just this. And who cares about stealth? Hush, new menace, pirate confederacy, blah, 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 blah. Go there myself. Leave me alone. Where is this? Oh, I probably should have said take me there. Let's go focus. Yeah, that's fine. Tevia, wherever this is. We got points. Two-handed. Leave me alone. Handling. I think handling just makes more sense. Throwing, we'll go with 1. We've got 7 points, so I'll put 1 here because it's nice to have. Two-handed. Oh, we have a pole arm. I might put 1 into pole arm for the sake of having it. And then I don't need anything in two-handed right now because it might be a little bit before we get our hands with a two-handed weapon. Athletics, for sure. Massive. We'll put 1 into scouting. I don't know about these yet. Okay. One-handed. Kind of. Full on leave. I might put 1 more into here, and then tactics. No, scouting. No, charm. No. Maybe another 1 in steward. Medicine doesn't really matter. Leadership. Well, garrison size doesn't definitely not matters. Throwing. I could, if I was going to be smart, put 1 as just a bit into one-handed. It's not a terrible idea, just in case. So inventory, we have a sword. This is very loud in my ears. Dan, if you're listening, how is the audio? Now we're not going to be taking part in any stealth. Is there a way to quick unequip? So we'll see what we can get out of this. For our main battle outfit. 9, of course, that's better than nothing. Better. Do the same. That has better cut, but not great thrust. And to be fair, I don't do a whole lot of thrust anyway. But this is just sort of better in general. I need a shield. Let's go down here. Boros. Well, I know the audio is like technically fine, but I just want to make sure because last time there were parts where it was hard to hear me. So I'm just like trying to triple check here. I don't really need food personally because it's just me, right? As far as I know, you don't need food. Don't quote me on this. Hatchet. A shield. I will go with the. I'll go with the shield. That's fine. Okay. And then if I can get my hands on a large bag of arrows, we're good. Short spear. Keep that. It's fine. Okay. The arena, there's nobody here right now. Okay. I did earlier turn down the actual game volume, so. Anything of the smithy? What was going on here? What do they want? Help rescue their headmen from a group of bandits. Okay. Oh. I have to do this for stealth purposes. And it... Oh, okay. Forces you to use this stuff. Is there... Hang on. There is a setting I'm looking for. Oh, let's turn that... I don't know why that is on thing. I'm glad I found that. So giving orders is fine. 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 I want... Is there a way to go walk? I could have sworn there was a way to walk slower. I'm not crazy, right? Caps lock. This would suck if I got into a fight here, but I mean, if I did, I did. The best part is these guys are set to realistic perception. What's really funny is I have like this really weird, I guess, aversion, for lack of a better word, about the caps lock being on. And I do not know why. I genuinely couldn't tell you why. Right, it's always been something I've disliked, like even back in Arma, because in Arma 3, like the default push to talk button is caps lock. I've always hated it because it turns the caps lock on. I think that has to do with the fact that when you're typing stuff, everything goes in caps as well, which can be really annoying. That's probably it, personally, but maybe I'm just trying to make up for, or justify some sort of weird neuroses that I seem to have. This is definitely different now, because I feel like when I came in, when I did this last time, it was quite a bit darker in this corner of the room. I could be wrong. He's going to go investigate, and we will go slip through the door unnoticed. We shall prepare for the guy that's up here. Okay. I think we get a little bit of cash or stuff for this. So, it's worth doing because of that. But otherwise, none of it really matters. I think we get a little bit XP from that. I should have taken the money, honestly. Recruit troops. We're only allowed to take one right now. Of course. I expected nothing less. I'll take them. We'll head up here. The plan is to try to get as many, little people thingy here. So if I'm not mistaken, so these guys, if we look, they can kind of go in quite a few different ways. Whereas these guys have only just the one, but apparently these guys are nuts. So, well, I mean, again, we're taking who we can, but it is one of those things where it's like worth keeping an eye on. Now, because technically there are 3 empires, all their units, from what I recall, are the same. So I don't have to worry about the weird thing of having a huge... I mean, not that it's not a problem to have a mix of troops. I believe in the previous game, your morale for different troops, like if I had Khuzait troops and we were siding with the Empire and fighting the Khuzaites, then those troops would actually have decreased morale every time we won and stuff like that because they're fighting their countrymen. But I don't know if that's a thing in this game. I vaguely remember reading that it wasn't. Okay, they're running from us, which is kind of good in the sense that it's a bit of a deterrent, and that's nice. That means I don't necessarily have to fight everybody, which is good. I'm going to need to get food. Go for grain. I would normally buy butter and cheese because apparently having more than one type of food is really, really good for morale. But it's exorbitantly expensive. Actually, what does he want for his mission? Tools. I'm okay, thanks. And our products. Yeah, from what I call the hog and the sheep aren't worth butchering per se. Oh, I did get some thingy stuff here. None of them are good, so we can sell them. Oh, nope, did not mean to do that. Sell these, and in which case then I will take it. See, it's still not worth it in my opinion. Don't have any ships, that's fine. Products. See, the butter here is much cheaper, and we're going to buy the hogs because they are also cheaper. And we can go butcher these. And gives us meat. And because we have plenty of food now, and we have a variety of food, a decent variety of food, we're no longer just hemorrhaging morale. I do believe I think it's in Steward, there's a thing for food. So either I could make them cheaper to hire and cheaper to pay for, or this one where they consume less food and there's no more penalty for having, which is not bad, but once we start getting actually decent money, it's not an issue. I would prefer to deal with, get cheaper wages and make them cheaper to recruit. Over here, I believe 7 veterans, not bad, but I think the drill sergeant is just better because I'd rather have 2 experience for everyone just vaguely versus 4 for specifically tier 4, because realistically that's for tier 4s and tier 5s. I don't even know if there is a tier 6, so it's very specific about who this helps, whereas this one helps everybody, right? That one is okay, but we're not part of an army, so it doesn't matter. Production, that's also kind of whatever. This is good, the quartermaster one. If you just drop armor, it leaves experience for people. Like if I can't carry it, that's actually really good. Especially when you have to like quickly train up a bunch of troops that you just like freshly hired. That's not bad. Tax income. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these, like, we don't really necessarily meet. Because we're, for the most part, I think we're not governors, so it doesn't matter. Right, so we're looking more for like the personal party leader, so that's why that would help. Maybe the quartermaster does help. Don't quote me on this. Doubling the morale bonuses for food is good. Troop upgrade cost is it's more or less going to be irrelevant. But this one for sure is the best. Okay, we're good for that. I'm not going to hire anyone else. Not at this time, at least. I don't have any ranged troops. What do you have? Needs weapons. No tournaments. Raid, anything here? No, not really. Nothing that's worth it anyway. Mountain bandits are not great. However, if we can follow and this patrol does catch them, then that's not terrible. Now, ideally, we would like somebody to have, like, to hire someone with scouting levels so we can get their benefits without actually having to scout ourselves and waste points on that. Coastal patrols. Oh, that place is under siege. Somebody is fighting. I would talk to this guy. Be like, I know you just had a fight, but...
Yours is not a face I know.
Ask him about the fight. Okay. Caladog has some thoughts. So if we find Caladog, we'll know. Although I believe if you get a decent relation with these guys, then... Oh, well, never mind. There's Caladog. Can we talk to them? Do you know? I don't think so, but it would be really funny. Just some guys showing up like, excuse me. He might know. Or not? I guess I'm not allowed to talk to him. For some reason. He doesn't exist, apparently. Anyway. Where do we go? We'll go up here. Ooh, we do not want to get tangled up with the deserters right now. So we're actually going to wait here, because those guys are like significantly higher tier, basically high tier bandits. I'm not going to lie to you. We're getting absolutely destroyed if we do this. So we're going to... I didn't want to, but I really didn't have a choice. We were getting absolutely trounced if we did. It would not have been very good for us. Scouting. No. Athletics. Is there... Oh, would be scouting, I would imagine. We'll go with throwing again, I guess. See, that is a significantly better group to fight. I'm not a huge fan of having to thing these guys. Cheese. And we have extra food variety, so that's not bad. Let's see if we can chase these guys. Okay. Oh boy. Tell them to... none of these places...
Forward!
Honestly. go. 3. There's ways to move them around. I don't really know. Like, I know it's obviously important to figure out how to do it. These guys are 200 away. I would be partially inclined to potentially getting rid of the sword so I can carry more javelins. It's not a terrible idea.
Forward!
I'm gonna go here. Just so I'm not completely alone. Oh boy. I can kind of just harass them. I don't necessarily think it'd be worth sending my guys in. But I have peppered some of them. I'm not sure who I'm actually trying to hit right now, because apparently you can't see who's who anymore. So I'm just sort of fighting, and I can't figure out who I'm hitting. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. I'm actually going to look, like, why can you not see?
The day is on!
Friendly. Yeah.
Well, we've been blessed!
Not a bug, it's part of a new feature in options, gameplay. Okay, I'll go look into that. Sling, none of these are good. These are all for selling purposes. Let's go look at that item in the menu, apparently, or not. Hello? I don't know if you can hear. There you go. It was one of the weird Steam things where you open up Steam and it gets confused. Anyway, where's this gameplay? Control visibility. No, always, please, thank you. I'd like to be able to see who the heck I'm looking at. Save our party. Now, oh, someone did get an upgrade. Where can they go down here? Skirmishers. Probably going to the Woodrunner. That sounds good to me. Here. Okay. See if we get more people. Although I'm not a huge fan of these, their troop tree, right? Because for the most part, it's all just kind of bleh. They don't really do archers and rangers. Like, they got skirmishers, and skirmishers are good, but I would like some archers. I would like to sell these, however. And maybe I can get a cheese or something. Now, I haven't figured out who I'm going to be siding with if I pick anybody. I'm not inherently opposed to joining, say, the Nords. That sounds like a not terrible idea. And then we, the great Nordic Scourge. Actually, not a bad idea. You know what? That actually be a pretty decent name for like a series, I think. Like, if we're going to call this something, we call it like the Nordic Scourge. I don't know why I keep visiting towns. let's go take a look at the Vlandians. I vaguely remember they have decent range units. They have squires who turn into banner knights. These guys turn into your crossbowmen. I am not opposed to some crossbowmen, so maybe we'll pick up some more of them. These guys might actually just turn tail. Yeah. Sure, we'll fight you, it's fine. That's nighttime. Where are they? They're 400 meters out. I want to put them somewhere where I get an advantage. Tell them...
Form a shield wall!
Wall's fine. Tell them to say move.
Move! You heard it!
Oh, you
Forward!
press and hold.
Go!
Okay. Interesting. They should get over here, hopefully. Well, let's go see what we're dealing with. Oof, yeah, it'd be that way sometimes, Dan. Okay, so these are looters, right? They're not forest bandits. Yeah, so probably have rocks, but they're not going to be able to stop any range. Knock them over a little bit will help. Do that classic. Right, as long as I can kind of slow them down a little bit. Maybe we do a little bit of damage as I'm getting absolutely destroyed. That is really poorly played on my personal part. It's not the end of the world, but we'll live. Okay. I think right here it's all kind of crap. But that's just sort of the way it works at this time. What we got? Archer. Wood runners. I believe there's a way to tell them who to think. There's a way to do it. I just don't remember how. Like basically to assign them where they're supposed to go. That'll cost us a bit of money. But we should have some range units now, which is very good for us. Going here, there is a tournament happening in here, so we'll hit a save. arena, join the tournament, are offering a Knight's Fall for the victor. I don't know what that is. A one-handed mace is whatever. Skip the round. We'll put a bet on ourselves because we can. I will drink water first because water is good for you, and anyone who says otherwise is a dingus. I'm not terrible with pole arms. I probably should put at least a setup. Holy crap. We gotta be careful. If he hits us, we're done. I forgot we're low on health. This is not good. It'd be that way, Dan. In my opinion, I still find Warband more fun. But this game definitely does have its merits. Ooh, that guy just got hit in the face. There we go. He drops the sword. Let them duke it out. I don't think the infantry man is going to be super great with crossbows. That would have been terrible if he had got that hit in. I'm glad we got the hit in. Please don't give me... Okay, yeah, I can make this happen. These guys are about as likely to give us two-handeds. They do kind of use. They use a bit of everything.
Take that!
That's not very good. We shouldn't have bet. That was not good. That was not money I could afford. I can't really afford that either. I can't afford any more people. We're stuck at 15 for a bit. There's something here. I don't know what it is. This will help us a little bit. It probably gives at least another day's worth of pay. Yeah. We're not going to deal with him. Got here. Athletics. Movement speed. I think the hit points are going to help a bit more, honestly. Pole arms. Anything in medicine worth doing? I think this one. Having the healing rate should help, I hope. And yeah, the fact that I was injured made that not impossible, but considerably more difficult. Well, we do have range units, so I might actually be able to hit this guy. Plus, it would help the patrol. Would also be good. Work.
Arrows!
Got one archer. Put him. Honestly,
Footmen!
what is this? The one?
True!
0.
On my flank!
Tell them to follow me. And then put them up in the tree here. because that guy doesn't have a shield, obviously. Please tell me my guys are... Okay, good. I think my guys got to him. There you go.
Charge!
Tell everybody to charge, although it is pretty unlikely we're going to get anything. They might. We got a little bit out of that. Take the prisoners. Send our troops in, it's fine. Apparently we got 4 kills. Very epic. And we got 105 gold. So at the very least, you know, we paid for a couple days worth of pay. Not bad. We do need to get over to Ostakan though. So he's there. Can't talk to him because obviously he is thinking. Damn. We're in a better state. Ransom the prisoners for some extra cash. What do you got? Can't sell the products. Special weapon order. Gang needs recruits. No, 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 no. Go to the port. Fight is about to start, apparently.
Listen, you lot, I'm in a bit of a hurry. If I give you a penny each, will you stop pestering me,
You're Gunner of Lagshofen, aren't you? We go on.
Yeah, my guy's just awkwardly said that's so funny.
You've got a message from those curs. Out with it then. What's your message?
The message? The message is that you will die, you damn fool.
And how should I die then? Of old age? While you 3 work up the courage to attack a wizened greybeard? Go on. You've delivered your message. Now scamper off.
We'll send you down to the Pale One's hungry halls. Right now. Kill him, boys! Die! Come on! Die! Die!
My guy keeps walking backwards. I cannot stop him from walking backwards. I'm constantly fighting against him. That it was absolutely ridiculous.
By my blood! Damn, that hurts. Ugh. I am Gunnar. I've come to this port seeking warriors and a ship. These men we fought were allies of a pirate gang who called themselves the Sea Hounds, and I have history. I know what it's like to lose family. It's hard to believe.
What are you doing now?
So,
Okay.
I'm going to make you a proposal. You can find Purig in the tavern and introduce yourself.
In the tavern? Sure, I'm happy to do so. However, I'm going to join the tournament, but I am not... What is this deal? Ooh, that's really good. I want that. I'm not going to make any bets, but I really...
Die, dog!
Yes. I somehow made it through. Why does he keep turning to the right every time? That's a little funky. I'm not a huge fan of that. I hit him with a single damage kick.
You devil!
Our best bet here is to try to get behind him. I want that that flag. That flag is going to be insane early on. Oh.
Victory!
Of all the things that could have put us in, theoretically, I could load. I'm tempted to, because that banner, like that would have been huge. Yeah, we were only at 62. I should have waited. I will actually wait for the thingy district. This is a waste of time and money. I am actually, like, that first thing with the money sucks, but I'm more annoyed about the banner. That would have been, like, huge if we had been able to get our hands on it. What are we looking for? Hopefully nobody cares that on this guy.
Aye? So, who are you then? Oh, a fight, you say? Gunnar and you what? Well, good for you two. Gunnar is a tough old goat and rather hard to kill. If you're indeed of a mind to go with us, I'm happy to take you. But I've only got room for you. So if you've got any...
Okay.
Come down to the ship with me.
My brothers, I hope this letter finds you well. I told you that I might soon ask you to join me in Ostikan. That time has now come. Let me tell you what has befallen me since we last parted. I have been trying to gather warriors here to help us fight the Sea Hounds. I was lucky to find one very capable and brave soul who came to my help when they ambushed me in an alley. This warrior has a sister who was enslaved along this coast and agreed to join me in my hunt, in the hope of learning more about her whereabouts. I had planned to sail out of Ostikan with our old comrade, Purig. I considered myself very fortunate to have found him. Here was a warrior with a ship who shared my hatred of the Sea Hounds, ready to sail with me. But I had misjudged him. He was instead the lowest form of traitor, a man whose feigned camaraderie concealed a contempt for all that we value. The first night on the open sea, we were woken up by Purig's men holding knives to our throats. Purig had struck a deal with the Sea Hounds, and he intended to hand me over to them to be tortured and killed. He was always ambitious, and seemed eager to win favor with what he imagined to be a new power in the north. I am sorry, old friend, he said, but the Sea Hounds are strong and rich, and I think you always wanted to die spitting defiance at your foes. This was the last he spoke to me. His men chained us to the oars. The sea was calm and the weather hot. They made us row hard, and we suffered greatly as we cruised the coast looking for merchantmen. Presumably Purig wished to appear before the Sea Hounds with a prize or two in his hands to make more of an impression. In this way, his plan was undone by his greed. On the third day, we came across a stubby trading Knar and gave chase. As we closed, the Knar's crew first started to dump their cargo and then their own selves, as the pirates were shooting them with their bows. Eventually, we caught the Knar. Purig sent us as oar slaves to his prize, alongside some crew who hadn't jumped, with some pirates to guard us as he gathered up all the floating cargo. That was a mistake. His men found some casks of wine aboard the Knar and failed to chain us properly.
Oh no.
Purig's Nekia by then was some distance away, and we realized that if we wanted to end our miserable ordeal, we'd never get a better opportunity. Your chain is loose. It's now or never. Get up and strike them down.
What am I using? Oh, there's a third one? I didn't notice.
Well done. Now, help us get these chains off, huh?
We still have to row is the problem.
Well done. Well, normally I'd say we put as much distance between us and Purig as quickly as we can. But those merchants are still out there floundering in the waves.
To come out of the ship is usually towards the back, isn't it? Can't respect this person.
Can you see those poor lads thrashing in the water over there?
The wind is blowing that way. I guess we just don't have enough men to also lower the sail.
Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
You know, we'll
There's
probably
two
go
more of them
faster.
over there. Let's go fish them out.
Dang. If we chuck the bodies out of the boat.
Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
Dunk, dunk. We just slammed into both of them.
Oh, thank you. Heaven be praised. We thought we'd escape.
Think nothing of it, lads. So look, lads. Purig is still around, but I suspect he's overladen and undermanned. I doubt he can find us before nightfall, which is good because... Let's row into harbor and tie her up.
The temptation to start singing is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do mean that purely as a joke, but also it would be pretty funny. I think the flexible fighter was just better for the thingy. Where do I want to put the points though? Into medicine. I'm thinking writing's not bad because I would like to reduce the weapon penalty, like throwing weapons and stuff. No way. Oh, thank
Steer clear
God.
of these storms if you can. The winds and waves can damage our vessels.
Thank God they don't
Well, I
force
sent
you
off my letter,
to,
and I spoke to
fight
some
those
men
guys.
from my homeland who have just arrived. They are sick of Sea Hound raids and ready to join us in our hunt. I'm afraid we cannot take your own companion. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon. But I do not know for sure. If I had ever known, a true warrior to my mind knows he's. I recommend. Some of them.
Yeah, bro. Just let me through
I
this door,
recommend.
please.
Well, I do not think.
Sure. Oh, I
Steer clear of
actually
these
have
storms if you
to.
can. The winds and waves can damage
where
our
am I headed?
vessels. That ship out there, raising sail to intercept us. That's got to be one of them.
Defeat the vessels. This is. Fight? I haven't really explained how any of this
We're
works.
just a fishing vessel. All right now, boys. Let's show them that their prey has teeth of its own. Get us close so we can board.
Like characters. Why is the thunder so loud? Is there a way to turn that down? I don't remember the thunder being this loud. Oh, it's for audio. What a setting for. Hopefully it's this one. I'll turn the music down a little bit too. Thank God there's no range units. Attempt boarding.
The lines are holding! At them, lads!
Get out the way. Hits. Don't look the same.
That's one Sea Hound defeated, but the other can't be too far away. We captured a second ship, though. It's a snake yacht. It should be good. Splendid! I think I see them. Untie our ships and let's have at it.
Oh, I have to control this over here. Cut loose. Gentlemen, this big ship.
I'll let you decide how to fight this one. Maneuver a bit, or just go straight at them.
Soldiers!
over a bit. Like, how so? Unfurl the sails.
Right hard, boys! Finish them!
Yay, it looks aha, I got him! Who needs Assassin's Creed Black Flag when you have Pirate Biggie, the ship?
I'm new at this, my lord. I'm no pirate. I'm just a farmer who's got on hard times. I signed on with this ship in Varchek a month ago. They told me we'd been trading grain and ivory across the Bialik. Listen, these sea hounds are trolls and demons, not men. Oh no, we purchased some slaves from some bandits in Ostakar. We were planning on selling...
Are you really a farmer now? Calluses such as those on your hands are made by ore.
Gunner of Lash. 30-year-old ship. Doing well. As for you, friend of Gunner, my told you to seek his sister. Best rescue her quick, or she may take...
Oh no, I lost my honest trait anyway. Go back there.
Steer clear of these storms if you
Bro,
can.
I
The
know.
winds
Stop
and
telling me about
waves
the
can
storms.
damage our vessels.
Am I paying for my people while I'm doing this?
greetings.
Because that's...
Our one thing.
I'm not
It is
really-
hard to resupply at sea. Yeah.
Crosswoman. So we need to go fight people. I wouldn't be opposed to siding with the Vlandians.
Stop
now.
there, stranger.
Yours is not a facer.
See what's going on over here. Oh, what are we looking for? Needs animals. Oh.
Yours
This
is
guy.
not a...
Okay. So I believe... I'm actually not sure what happens when we find the artifact. Hopefully it's something interesting. What do these guys want? Escort a caravan, which is not bad, but some of these are pretty advanced for our current sort of state of affairs. You want to trade. I don't know. and get these guys. Although the forest bandits, from what I recall, tend to have a lot of archers, and we don't necessarily have the... What do you look like? No shield, no shield, no shield. Definitely no shield. We need him to catch them, because he's clearly chasing them, but he's just terrible at it. We are slightly faster than they are. Because there's so few of our people that there's not a huge likelihood to actually do anything major. So. Try to grab who we can though. Oh, he's just there. Okay. $16 gold, but nothing from it, and we are slowly running out of meat. Okay, good. Grain is cheap. Some more time. Okay, hideout. Hideouts are not terrible to do, but they're not great at this current time. We talked to this person. They don't know a thing about what we want. Maneuvering. Arms all mounted, probably. Because, I mean, realistically, I'm never going to do a whole lot of pole arming on foot. So, for the most part, we're going to be mounted. Ooh, forest bandits. That's why we need good scouting, so we could see these guys, because these guys kind of got away from us. Let's see.
Make a shield wall! Soldiers, change formation! Infantry! Infantry!
Okay, so they're way out there. They're all archers.
Archers! Move!
I'm gonna stand up a little bit. Oh, they're all archers. They should be on...
Footmen! Archers! Hold fire at will! Infantry! Troops!
Ooh, they're absolutely peppering my shield here. This is not good. I'm not entirely sure why my archers aren't really doing anything. I mean, to be fair, I have like one crossbowman and one guy with a bow. Should be firing. It's not good that our shield's almost gone already.
Infantry! Dismount!
No.
Charge! Archers! Move!
shield's about to go. Yeah, we needed to hit him.
Archers!
No! You can take control of the characters now? When did that happen? I didn't know that was a thing you were allowed to do. We lost 6 recruits. Footmen. Any of them have shields? Do they have shields? They do. Does he? He does. I might turn him into a shield man. Sure. Skirmisher has shields and javelins. We'll take these guys. We could potentially recruit them. Forest bandits, like having more archers would be nice. None of these are all that good. However, they're worth something, and that matters. So. Don't want to sell these. Got some fish from somewhere. I have no idea where. A longbow. Where? Sheep. Sheep might be worth buying. And some more grain. Food. I do not believe sheep provide us with anything other than meat. However, we are massively injured. Also low on people. We're not doing great for money. We're not having a great time of it this go round. It's weird. I feel like they've changed a lot, and because of that, I genuinely feel like I'm constantly behind, and I'm not sure why that is. Like, it feels very bizarre. Problem is, my guy is really injured, so I actually almost have to stay around to heal. But it'll take us ages because we're not super good at. We do get some medicine skill, which I'm pretty sure does technically slowly heal, like increase our healing speed. Is good. Costing us 26 per day, which is not the worst thing. Now, see, the problem for us is we don't have a big enough party or anything to actually, you know, join them as mercs. It's not gonna be cheap. I can barely afford these. But it is nice to have the troops, you know, for number reasons. Right. I kind of wish I had stayed near the Empire, because they have like really good archers and things. If anyone has any, you know, useful tips, please let me know. Anybody here I can recruit? Sure. I will at some point need a much better shield. I'm not liking our chances of a 1-to-1. It says it's in our favor. Well, then it decided we were no longer in favor. Okay, it is nighttime. I want to do this. They're over there.
Bowman!
Bowman.
Move! Infantry!
Tree.
Forward! Make
On
a
the shield.
shield wall! You heard that. Change formation!
We don't quite have enough ranged troops.
Move!
I have to be extremely careful. If I go down, that's it. I'm convinced we're basically done for. Okay, I'm not sure at all what the heck was going on there. Oh, yeah, okay. In the battle. Yeah, whatever. I don't remember the game being this ridiculous. I should have definitely stayed in the thing. You know what? I'm not a huge... Unironically, I'm kind of not a fan of the story. It's kind of dumb. And I mean, I don't have to do it. It probably would have been better to play, like, sandbox. But it is what it is. That was an absolute... So far, it's been an absolute waste of about an hour and a half. Because we just cannot... I cannot get my footing. Eh. Yeah, it's we're gonna ignore the story. We're going back into the Empire. I do not care anymore. I would absolutely love if there was a thing that was like the do they have serve as a soldier? Because I would be down to basically start again. Because realistically speaking, we're back to square one. Actually, we're worse off than square one now because we have no money. And just like do sandbox. That's not a bad idea. And I mean, like, you know, the goal will be the same. Ooh, Bannerlord Together is... Dan, if you're here, Bannerlord Together exists now. Okay. What would increase, serve as a soldier? Okay. Unironically, I actually think the mod is very good. Okay. Because it's nice to have, and it's a really good way of just sort of like, now what do you need? You will need harmony for that to work. Hang on. This could be not bad. But all the ones that have serve as a soldier... Yeah. Lowborn is progression. Slow progression focused on politics, social status. Purchase prisoners. Romance broker. Basic bandits pressed into service. Small mixed war bands. Phase. See. Distinguished service. Okay, hang on. Yeah, who cares? Exit the game for 2 seconds. Where is it? Bannerlord service. Soldier mod. I swear to God, Nexus mods drives me up the wall with how often it logs you out. It is genuinely one of the most irritating things I've ever experienced for game, like for gaming and modding and what have you. Last update in May. Oh. It doesn't work for the most recent version. So can I? Dang it. Where am I looking? I could have sworn there was a way to updates. Version am I looking for? 1.3.15. Is that? Gotta update this. Hopefully, it's not going to take forever. Let's take a look. So, how's it going for you guys? I'm just going to put on some Spotify. I could not have put this any better. Naturally, when I go to put on Spotify, it goes, we have to do the update. There's a new song here. There you go. Here's the new song. Uploaded 22 hours previously. Okay, so enjoy that. Where is it? Snip. Aye. There you go. Field of Fireflies. Very cool. Oh, it's only like 9.8. Meanwhile, I have to log into Nexus. I'm already signed in. Are you for real? Game, why do you do this to me? Why do you insist on making me mildly annoyed? So I need a harmony, which requires the softworks. Required for Xbox, optional for Steam GOG. What does this do? I don't think it's fully required. So I need to make sure I get the correct version. Presumably this one. It's doing its thing. Let me pop up in the mod manager. I haven't used or like Vortex in a while. Blah blah blah, the Starfield, blah blah blah, eat the poo. I'm not having it. I'm not in the mood. I forgot Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is here. I had that game on the PlayStation. I want to say the PS4. And honestly, I didn't really enjoy it back in the day. And every time I've tried to play it on PC, because I do own like the original one, it does not work. Now, I'm tempted to go for Resynced, but based on my experiences with Mirage, Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla, I feel like it probably won't run, because God knows those games crashed on me all the time and were ridiculously infuriating. Okay. But naturally, Vortex has an update. The Lord is testing me right now. I say that it genuinely, it's just been one of those days. You know what I mean? Like, you just, where nothing goes extremely wrong, but like a bunch of little things go mildly wrong, and it just adds up, and you're like, please, why do you do this to me? Download failed. What do you mean download failed? I'm very confused, game. I'm Zen. Install Vortex 2.2.0, please. Please. I want a break. Please, go in my favor for once. Still waiting for the game to finish patching, because that's just how it works. In the meantime, what Banner Lord manage, download. It's like there's a community contribution for mods, because man, it's like, why do you do this to me? Please, I just need it to be easy. I just want it to be easy. Okay. I don't have like the premium anymore, which has a couple issues here or there, but for the most part, it's whatever. Okay. What do you mean? I don't understand what this means. Game, you annoy me in ways I can't put into words. It's, why do you do this to me? Oh. That should work, hopefully. If it doesn't work, I will cry so many tears you wouldn't even believe me if I told you. Oh good, it is now finally deciding to patch. It was sat on 68 for like almost 5-10 minutes. Okay. That's at the 79% and seems to just go, okay, we're done now. Why I want to go back to bed. there anything I could put up in the background? I don't have anything that I just chuck up in the back. I forgot that Zero Receiver 2 is a thing. Interesting. It'll be fun because it has co-op in it. I started playing Dark Tide 2 again. Or Dark Tide, there's no 2, again. Because my brother and his buddies have been playing it. And it's like, oh, you know, I forgot I used to play that game. And then I went to go play the game, and it's like, hey, by the way, we kind of changed how our system works, so now you have to play through the entire story again. It's like, bro, why? Why must you do this to me? You do it for giggles? Geronimo, I don't need you to install right now, thanks. Okay, we'll do survey as a soldier. Okay, I don't need anything else. Chuck that in there. Like, that's it. That's all that I want. I do not need... Okay. I do not need anything else, game. That's it. I have what I need. Please work flawlessly. Or I will be very sad. We're about to find out the hard way. I have boots up the loader. Or not the loader, the launcher in there. Unless this just chucks it okay. Okay, nothing is, knock on wood, nothing is broken so far. We got a good version. You know what? I'll just go campaign or sandbox. I'm back at this. Sandbox. We are still gonna go with this surgeons. Oh, well, we don't need a thing of music for now. Sure. Okay. Oh, I feel like I've seen this before. We'll go with that one. Which one is this one? I don't really care too much about that one. The two-handed would be nice, but I'm thinking the throwing is fine. 3 people well would be good. We don't need any of that immediately. Dangerous animals, fine. Let's say 30. Maybe we go 40. He's in his 40s. And here we go with Chudbingus again. Bingus. Have we been asked the name yet? Bingus. There you go. Judd. We are going to put this on. This one. Normal. Normal. I would prefer normal. Or applicable. You know what I mean? Okay, Call of the Oceans. Yeah, whatever. But put us up here. I would still like to, you know, go join the Nords instead. It's not a bad idea, in my opinion. I do not know what their troops look like. What do we got? Their story? Nothing. What do you have? He has some sort of
Yours
mission.
is not a face, I know. What is your name?
Let's enter your service. Sure. Okay. I'm not crazy, right? I'll put one in here, put 2 in stewardship. I keep calling it stewardship, I don't know why. That's athletics. Throwing. Riding. That's fine. Okay. Am I dumb? Have I misread? How does this work? For vassalage. Or sorry, vassalship. How do you do this? I should just be able to like, yo, can I serve? I can't tell if the mods are working or not. I'm not entirely sure. Options. I don't think there's anything for mods, which means I don't think this was done properly. Let me just double check very quickly. So if we do deploy mods, okay, ELS do. Do you know what it might be? We might need to boot up the game from Steam and not the BLSE. This could be the problem. Hang on. And so we do play. It should give us the launcher. Mods. Put on Army. Service Soldier. Yeah, that's fine. And play. Okay. That's fine. I'm sure this is not going to break in any way, shape, or form. And if it breaks, that would be a very sad man. Yes. Hopefully it doesn't explode. We'll find out the hard way. Come on, please. It's not a good sign. I think the game soft crashed. Okay. Naturally. We might have to start a new save. It would not be the end of the world. Does it, hang on, does it say where it should be installed? Nothing. Fine. The fact that we've had this mod through basically all the Mountain Blades, and it still has not been added as a feature, should tell you that Tail Worlds, while they are pretty decent at listening to people, are also not very good at listening to people. Okay. There is no reason that this should not already be a feature.
For 5.
Virgin. Oh. Dude, no. Herbs in the wild. App followers. Dangerous animal. 40. Bingus. This is going to be Chad Bingus. It's me, Chad Bingus. We're about to find out very quickly whether or not this worked.
Peace to you, stream.
Third of the Vlandians declares war on the Bingus. That is so good. That is so good. I've never thought in my entire life. Okay, so now we're part of his thing. We just chill. Visit the weaponsmith. What do I actually have? Oh, we have to pay for. let's go in here real quick. Are in parents and a thing bigger, which does what? I say it does what, like I'm not, you know, fairly cognizant of what it is doing. Just kind of put over here. I went to steward. Tactics would be nice. The leadership is medicine. Probably not a bad idea to put a pole arm and a one-handed just in case. What do we have? I have legs. Shirt. Put on the cap. An axe. Can I have horse? I'm allowed to horse. I feel like I shouldn't be, but I mean, we're about to find out. Show reputation with faction. So far, we're okay for everybody. Ask for a different assignment. Lure the bandits into an ambush. I'll attack with them.
Yeah!
I shouldn't be on a horse, so what I might do is shelf the horse. I should be on foot.
Yeah!
An axe. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I'm super useful. Let me disembark the horse. You know what I can still do? Is there a way to basically quickly move things from the inventory? Or the menu, campaign map. Menu, banner editor. You can do that, I guess, at any time. Do fleet. I guess not. Interesting. We'll go over here. I'm gonna put this on because I feel like, yeah, that's fine technically per thing. One-handed. We'll keep the axe, and I'll keep the spear. If they ask for in-universe reasons, I guess it's because we kept it. I'm gonna keep the horse and the other stuff, but I'm gonna sell everything. I don't have to worry about food. From what I recall, he does just straight up feed you, I think. Fighting the Vlandians. When I get the chance, I will join the Nords instead. Oh. Okay. I was like, what has just happened? Currently assigned to perform grunt work. Most tasks are unpleasant, tiring, or involve menial labor. So we get athletics and very minor engineering XP every day. We just got 3 points in athletics and 2 in scouting because we saw the hideout. Prepare the meals, guard duty. Myths, drill, no, don't. I'd like to do guard duty. Please, thank you. Gives me scouting and minor tactics. As for a different sign, you probably be like, bro, why are you being? It's I like that I can just keep swapping what I want to do. It's mildly amusing to me. But the athletics is important, and the engineering is also decent, but like I did get what did I get? Oh, I leveled up apparently. Oh, so you could tell that it's a different system, like based on the like how this looks, like the menu looks different now. And pull arm, not really. If I could put it back into athletics, I should learn it actually even faster. And we do get paid like a daily wage. Go in here and sell off my stuff. Oh, the game crashed. I'm gonna call it for the night, and then I'll look into getting stuff set up for tomorrow in a way that actually works and isn't terrible and not mildly annoying. Okay. And if that doesn't work, maybe we'll just play Warband instead, honestly. I still to this day think that Warband is the superior game, and nobody can change my mind. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you guys all for coming. Sorry it basically went nowhere because that whole thing, I don't know, they've changed a lot. We could not get our footing. We got absolutely destroyed. And then when we tried to set it up in a way that, like, genuinely, in my opinion, is sort of the definitive way to play the game, not necessarily to just sit around and wait, but like being able to join and like get a little of XP and stuff for free, like very early on, is really, really useful. But like the game just doesn't work. Like we literally went back to the most recent stable version where all the mods are. We got like 2 mods. Okay, it's a Service Soldier as well as the Harmony mod, and then technically the Software Extender is also a thing in there. And it did not function unless maybe once I enable them through the launcher and then I do the BLSE, this might work. You know what? I'll give it a shot. We'll see if it works. I doubt it will, but if it does work and does make things better, I take it back. Otherwise, I'm still extremely annoyed that Serve as a Soldier just is not by default. It just is good. It makes sense. Like, if you do the sandbox, your guy is not. Okay, he is not just going, oh, you know, and jumping in and recruiting like half the universal population. There's something to discuss. Service. So it doesn't work. So then what's the point of... I don't understand what the point of using the launcher with the BLSE is if it doesn't actually function properly. Like, why is that a thing? How does that function or not function properly? Like, why is it this way is what I'm trying to understand. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get that solved and figure out what the hell is going on. I did genuinely watch videos about the game, about like, you know, where to start and all that stuff. And admittedly, I was a complete moron for, you know, trying to do the story. So if I basically have to do it again tomorrow, we'll start off from fresh. We'll just do sandbox, completely ignore the story stuff. We'll stick to the area around the Empire before we start dealing with anything else. Because I think Empire is kind of like the base area where you're supposed to be. And like the looters are actually not trash to fight. Because we are going outside of the Empire, we're basically putting ourselves at in harm's way for what is basically no actual real benefit. Okay. Let me purge these mods. Okay. I will tell it on Steam. You know, why have you forsaken me? And am I missing anything? I do not believe so. Station, not in here. Is it in? No. Configs. There is something for mods. I just don't remember where the hell it is. Okay. Move, delete archive. Tell the game to go back to the proper version. It will update. That'll get thing. I will make sure everything is purged and then deal with the actual. I was gonna say something, but I feel like there's just straight up nothing. You know, I was gonna say good. There's nothing good. It's just all the stuff that actually makes sense and is useful in this game. None of it works because the mods, the game is just very poorly optimized for mods, I guess. I don't know. It is extremely, and there must be something going on with Steam right now because I am genuinely trying to open up the thing for collections on it, and the workshop is just not working properly. Like, I think there's something going on with Steam right now, which is all not very useful. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I am mildly annoyed with this game, and it just sort of proves my point of this game can be really good and theoretically should be really good, but for some bizarre reason, all the stuff that you want in the game is not in the game, and the mods that have it are a different version. You go to that version, which should theoretically be semi-stable, and the game crashed in the first like 3 minutes of trying to start that. So I'll see you guys later. Good night.